I'm not gonna lie to you when I say I feel like this might be the best DLC for Tekken 8 right now. We're gonna hit the music because I really want to talk about Armor King, man. I think they really done a solid job with this character. Like no installs, none of that stuff. Like, so we're gonna take him in practice mode. I want to show you just a few things that I've learned, my impressions. I've got him to Tekken God at the minute, very close to TGS, but I've been pretty busy with other things, so I've not had much time to kind of like try and level him up and get him to God. And I feel like that's the race, right? As soon as you get a new character, you're kind of like, okay, God time. And then you post a picture of, hey, I'm the first God. But yeah, I just didn't have time for that, to be honest. I tried, but I got tired. And then, yeah, the next day, I was just busy. But I want to show you, because there's a lot of people. What I've realized is there's people messaging me saying, yo, like, have you got Armor King? What's he like? And I remember that not everyone gets the character right now. If you got if you get the Ultimate Edition, you get to get the DLC 72 hours before. Or is it just the Season Pass? Maybe one of you lot can let me know. I'm kind of confused on how it really works. But I have the character. I'm here to tell you my first impressions. And I think they've done an amazing job. Usually, with Armor King, most of the moves that he usually has, traditional is while standing 1, down forward 3, full forward neutral 2, giant swing. You can hear it. You can hear them. You can hear the crowd chant. If there's people on the stage, you hear them chant Armor King when he does giant swing, which I think is pretty sick. And then like you also have like what's these other stuff that he has as well? Obviously traditional hop kick, dark upper. You know, if you do, you know what I'm saying? Like you got all of those things. Also, his key charge has changed. It's not this anymore. So this is a taunt. This is his key charge. You know, there's a lot to talk about. He still has his I can do it. Giant swing. I mean, not giant swing, tombstone. And you can still do it the usual way. So like you could do down, back, forward, but you know, for the people that want to do the shortcut, like not even a shortcut, it's like kind of like a easier way for it to hit. Because sometimes when I try to do down, back, I get down, or sometimes I get back. So the easy way to do it is QCB forward. Like that, right? Bow on the head. And then he has a bunch of other throws. Hades drop. Up for 1+2. That will break the floor. And then the free headbutts, which is down forward 2+3. But here's another interesting fact. So, you know, you're probably thinking, he has multi-throws, right? How am I going to remember them again? I can't remember them from Tekken 7. Ha 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 ha. I got you. There's easier inputs now. You literally just have to press 1 or 2 or 1+2, right? Which is pretty sick. But here's the twist, right? So it says, yeah, you lot can't see this, all right, because my head is in the way. But as you can see, all right, cool. Flinging half Nelson, it says throw escape is 1. During Cobra Clutch, press, like if you press the normal notations, it will just do the normal damage. If you press 1 or 2 or 1+2, depending on what the multi-throw is, it's going to reduce the damage. So I'll show you from here. So we're going to do Cobra Clutch. We're going to do the 1 version, and then we're going to do the actual version, right? So let's do it here. And press 1. Right? So there we go. So that's 40 damage, right? $45 damage, as you can see. So there's a pretty much difference. Does it matter to you? If you're playing in a tournament and you're like, hey, I need the full damage, and I guess it might matter to you. But yeah, you can literally just, I can mash 2, and get 50 damage, right? You probably get like 60 if you do it correct, because that's 2 multi-throws, and you probably get 60 or something like that, right? But this is my thing, that he seems fun. Like I know there's a lot of technical stuff to him, but like, you know, like the ground stuff, picking him up off the floor and stuff like that, but he's fun. He's got his command grab throws like how he did before. He's got the multi-throws, you know, he's got the usual stuff like this, a good down forward 1, you know, down back freeze sped up by 1 frame from what I hear. Like, this seems pretty hard to see. Homing low as well, you know. But I love homing lows in season 2. Down 3. 4/4 neutral 2. And you could go into stance as well. Bad Jaguar's his new stance. Yeah, you got a bunch of options from Bad Jaguar. You got 1/2, which is a heat engager. You have a new low, which is a 17 frame low, which is +3. Very difficult to see if you're on counter hit. And if you do pick up throw from this, back 1/2 is guaranteed. It's no longer like how it was in Tekken 7 or Tag 2. If you used to pick them up and put them to the wall, back 1/2 was guaranteed because it gave you advantage frames. If you done it out in the open, it didn't matter. The person can block. That's changed in this game. You can now pick them up and do back 1/2 anywhere, right? So I think that's pretty cold. I was like, huh? Really? But yeah, you got 4/4-3 still. 4/4-2's changed. So it looks different. You know, he's got combos, man. I ain't gonna lie. His movement, people say his backdash is great. I thought it was okay. I don't think it's that great. Got wave dash as well. Got down 2. He's got quite a lot of counter hit stuff. Like, so I would say the counter hit stuff that he does have, down 2 into wild standing 3-1. And also when you do down 2, you could stay crouching, right? +5 as well, so that's pretty cool. And then also you have, obviously, like I said, if he does this, you do stamps if you want to. He's got a bunch of stuff. Let me get back into Bad Jaguar anyways. The Bad Jaguar, you got this for the combos as well. Got this, which is that the Stone Cold Stunner that actually leaves you pretty close, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good. Leaves you pretty close, right? You're still there. You're still close to him. So yeah, he has all of these things that I think are nice. And again, I showed you about the throws. You got a new sidestep low, which is +3. What? Crazy, right? He has all of that stuff, and then obviously you got the cartwheel stuff. So you'd probably use it at the end of a combo. So like, let's say for example, let me do a usual. Now you probably do this to kind of like make them carry up to the wall if you want to. Or you could do no, he has pretty good damage. I'm not gonna lie, he has pretty good damage. And I think his stuff is insane. But like, we've spoke about most of that stuff. He engages 4-2-1. While standing 3-1. You know, 4-4-4. Bad Jaguar 1-2. And then we have, okay, yes. Oh, down forward 1-2. So this is his new move, right? For extension, right? So he had down for 1, but he never had down for 1-2. So let's do this. This is guaranteed after the second one hits on counter hit. That's also a heat engager, right? And again, if you do this again, you recover heat. And the crowd boo you for this move as well. So you got, there we go. This is gonna recover your meter as well. So yeah, he has quite a few things. And then he has this wall throw as well. This wall throw is sick. I like this wall throw. That's his new wall throw. He's a fun character. I'm not gonna lie to you. Very, very fun character. So in terms of heat stuff, what does he get? So he has the helm back 2-1. This move, I'm gonna show you the stuff on block because this character is crazy. Down block. Heat +3. This move here is really annoying because you just have to stay there. And we even spoken about free 2. Now you can sidewalk at free 2, by the way, but this being +5 is outrageous because you're gonna be scared. He's got decent lows, you know, so you're gonna be scared. So my thing is, what do you do against this character? This character's a maniac. He could just go into this and do that. Like, he got throws. Very, very fun character. Radic Freeze, pretty cool as well. Then you got, oh, up, back 1. Up, forward 1. It's being +4, but it's linear though. It is linear. The up, back 1 as well. This move in heat is ridiculous. +8. +8, right? Also, sorry, I forgot one thing. Knockout punch is now up, back 1+2, and you can charge and make it like do this. You can make it safe, but if you're in heat, +8. You can side with this though. This move is like 50 frames, man. Like, you're probably really freezing up at this point if you're really gonna stay there like that. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if you don't block this, however, you know what I'm saying, you got comboed. And then on top of it now, this on normal without heat. This is a combo, by the way. As you can see, that's a combo. You cannot get out of that. You just have to micro dash forward and just get it in time. I don't think this is what I don't know if that's what's meant to be intended, but yeah, 12 frame. Yeah, it's mad. It's actually a combo. But yeah, sorry. Let me get back to what I was saying. So this now leads into a combo. We didn't even talk about the bad breath. Let me talk about bad breath. Bad breath. This becomes 25 frames, right? Starter. If I do this, I get free throw guaranteed, but it does scale, right? It does scale. But then bear in mind, this also does damage. So it's not all bad. So yeah, but if you're not in heat, this comes out at 35 frames. So it is pretty slow. You could also do it from Bad Jaguar by pressing forward 1+2, right? Also forgot to mention, if I do Bad Jaguar, I do this, free crouch throw, baby. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this character and playing this character. I think this character is really fun. I think the fact that people chant him when he does like certain moves and then people boo him when he does certain moves gives so much aura to this character. I feel like he should have just been booed altogether rather than people chanting Armor King, Armor King, Armor King. I think they should give all the chanting to King because King is the good guy. And then I feel like, you know, Armor King being the bad guy should be getting all the boos and all of this stuff. I think that would be sick. You know, it'll feel like real WWE. Like, you know, you got the babyface King and then you have the heel Armor King. But yeah, like I said, this character is really fun. I've had so much fun playing this character. I think, to me, I think this is the best DLC character so far. Like, I think Fakaram and Armor King have been really good. I do feel like the people talking, like the community and stuff, I feel like they are listening. So keep talking, keep, you know, speaking up. Like, don't just be speaking up because it, you know, it's trendy and you get engagements for speaking up. Speak up because you actually believe that, you know, there's certain things that you dislike about the game and that, you know, they can be heard. And obviously don't speak up in a way that is like aggressive to them. Just speak up in a way that they can actually understand and be like, oh, like, you know, we don't like installs on loads of different characters. We don't like all of these things because they're listening. Armor King and Fakaram have been good. This is the second DLC where I say, oh, you know what? They done really well with this character. He does have some insane stuff out, don't get me wrong, but it's not that bad. And it kind of feels a bit stubby. Not gonna lie, it does kind of feel stubby. But he's very, very, like, fun. I think this character's fun. And I'm happy he doesn't have no install. Yes, he has a stance, and I feel like all these characters having stances are quite boring because there's no character expression and stuff like that as well. You don't have archetypes anymore in this game. Like, I know I said that he's like kind of more or less like a striking slash commander character in my punishment guide, but it's not how it used to be with Tekken. You know, like we used to put King, Armor King, and Marduk in the grappler category, and I guess you can't really do that no more because the game is so aggressive. You have, like, you know, Harung, Jin. These characters have very good command grab game, and they're very aggressive. Every character is pretty much playing the same. If you have more than one command grab that's like, you know, like a 1+2 break and generic throws, then I guess everyone's in that command grab category. So yeah. But like I said, very cool character. I really enjoyed. Like, I would say the counter hit stuff, he's got a lot. So, you know, he's got that where you can get a combo. Good damage. He has this with the crouch throw. Guess I was a bit late. Why is that not working? Oh, sorry, wrong one. I'm thinking you're doing crouch throw. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, it's this. This is what I meant to do. There we go. My fault. And then this tornadoes now, so you got a combo. Or you could do something different. Usually, the combo that I've done so far. Oh, sorry, I've got to press forward. I usually do something like that. And again, notations to do like the combo fillers is forward 3-2. And then if you want to go into that the step like this to do the crouch, that you press down forward. And then the actual like tornado sequence is forward 3-2-1. That'll be like this. Forward 3-2. Yep. And then running. To be fair, it's not even like running. It's just forward 1+2, which is the power crush. He also has the power crush from Bad Jaguar 3 as well. So this is just the go-to for when you want to do combos. And then you just heat. So I'm saying this character's fun. But yeah, that's my first impressions of the character. I think the character is really cool. I would say the best DLC for Tekken 8 so far, in my opinion. I know a lot of people like have their favorite characters. If you are a Heihachi main, you might like Heihachi, but I still think Heihachi has his issues. I think Warrior Instinct, it shouldn't be in the game in a competitive space. I think there's a lot of things that are crazy about Warrior Instinct. Even like the other day, hey, look, I'm gonna show you something. I know this is an Armor King video, but I've spoken about something and I just want to show what I discovered the other day. Warrior Instinct is a bit crazy. I think Eddie, again, like Eddie's a cool character, but Armor King to me is definitely one of one of the most favorite characters I've seen come out of the DLC space. So I just want to say thank you very much, obviously, to Bandai Namco for, yeah, man, making a character sick. Now we're gonna make the character block. +9. Like, +6 otherwise. Doesn't matter if you're in heat. And if you pop heat, I mean pop Warrior Instinct, you're +9. But yeah, you just gotta worry about this character, man. Character's crazy. Oh. But yeah, all in all, great character. Thank you very much, Bandai. Appreciate it. Hopefully moving forward. I know Mirizu is not my, I mean, we could talk about Mirizu if you don't want me to really talk about it. You lot can let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, Armor King, very, very good. I'm really happy with the character. I'm really happy that he turned out like not too different than how he was previously. Like he's got a bunch of new moves, but also he remained intact with how he was in the previous games as well, and just the way how you're meant to play him. But other than that, it's been your boy King J. Remember to subscribe. I really do appreciate you lot supporting me, and we'll be on to the next video. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.